I devote my time and energy to advocating in Cystic Fibrosis Canada. Actually, when I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at 8 months old, I can feel how people with cystic fibrosis really suffer, and I just got really passionate about CF. And I just really want to make that better for everyone, and if I can do so, and if I have a voice, I'm going to use that voice.
Madi's actually been a pretty sick kid with CF since the very beginning. A lot of CF patients don't have any real symptoms or struggles until they're later in their teens or 20s. Sadly, Madi began experiencing exacerbations, which are lung issues, by the time she was 8 months old. So she's battled with this forever, which I think has only given her strength and made her a stronger individual.
How I was introduced to KALYDECO was through a trial study that I participated in. KALYDECO only works on about 3% of the CF population, which is very rare, and I happen to be in that 3%. But the downside to the medication, although it works incredibly well, it corrects the defective gene in my body, it comes at a cost, which is $348,000 a year. It was not covered by anything, so my family was paying for it out of their pocket, so that was very difficult on all of us. But what I had to do, and I knew I had to do it because there were other people that needed the medication, I started fighting for it and faced the government to get it covered because I knew people needed it and people were dying because they didn't have this medication.
I was ecstatic when we got the news that the drug was going to be covered. She was the picture, she was the face on TV. She did countless interviews despite her nerves, which were huge. She would come home often and cry in the evening saying, "Mommy, I'm just so tired." But the fight was over. We had, essentially made her life better and that of other people, so we could just go forward and live our lives. It was great.
Well, I think the world of Madi, because every time I see her, I want to give her a hug. And she's a real inspiration. Madi and her mom, Beth, go all across Ontario and other places to speak to others, to educate them about CF. Madi once said she was given cystic fibrosis for a reason, to make a difference and help others.
Madi Vanstone has a great spirit of philanthropy and a real ability to connect with people her own age as well as those from older generations. Not only has she and her family raised funds personally, but she's also inspired others to give. Her generosity and her willingness to share her story have brought us that much closer to our ultimate goal of ending cystic fibrosis.
Doing my advocacy is something that I love to do, and I love to help people, and it's just something deep inside me that it just shines through, and it just makes me really, really happy overall.